Hi, I'm Nicole Baltes from Connected in Motion. Today I'm going to go through a flowing series of Pilates exercises that is basically calling Nicole's flow. So I'm not sticking to a classical order as I often do. I'm going to kind of just move through what feels good and natural in my body today, and I hope you enjoy following along. All right, so we're going to start at the back of our mats with a roll down, chin to the chest. Curl the spine down, articulate through the back, bring your hands to the mat. You can bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. Let's walk all the way out to plank. Hold our plank here for a few breaths. 2 and 1. And we're gonna pike the hips back up. Walk your hands in a straight line towards your toes. Roll the spine up, making sure you don't lean too far back. If you did my wall workout last week, you know to keep the pelvis forward and to not bring it back as you roll down and up. Coming down again. Let's walk it up in about 3 to 4 steps and just hold here and breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Last one. Lift the hips, walk it back. Look back to your knees, roll the spine back up. Let's do one more. Roll it down, abs lifting up. Walk it out and hold here. 3 breaths and 2. 1 more, and we'll lower the knees. Bring the knees right underneath your hips, and we're gonna reach the left leg back, the right arm out. Keep the tummy lifted. So making sure we don't arch the low back here. Strong abs and strong glutes, and lower. And then alternate. So we're just setting up here, working on our stability. This is a good moment to practice your concentration and your precision. 2 of the Pilates principles. Just noticing if there's any shifting or leaning from side to side, and trying to minimize that. Now we're gonna go back to the right arm and left leg, hold it, and we're gonna tuck it in, make a little ball, and then reach back out without arching the spine. Curl in, reach out. Now if you're losing your balance on the tuck, you can keep your spine straight and just pull the knee and the elbow in. Otherwise, you wanna try to round, get the knee close to your nose. Let's do a couple more. And last one. Stretch it out, lower down. Other side. Lift, hold, and then pull the knee and the elbow in. And maybe even that chin and forehead. Tuck in. And pull in. Stretch out long. And curl in tight. 3 more. And 2 more. Last one. Lengthen and lower. Let's just press back into child's pose for a couple of breaths. And roll the spine up. We'll take a seat. Let's bend the knees with the feet flat on the mat. Reaching the arms out. We're gonna curl the pelvis underneath, pulling the abdominals to the back. Just going about halfway and round up and lift tall. This is your half roll down. So this is a great option for you if you can't quite make it up into a full roll up, which some days I can't either. I have a tight low back, and some days I just need to stick with my half roll downs unless I have a strap available for my feet. Let's do 3 more. And lift. And 2 more. And lift. Last one, we're gonna hold it here. We're gonna lift the right arm and lower. Now, if you drop down or you sink down into this as you're moving your arms, then you're just gonna hold this and breathe. You can also opt to take the arms down and bend those. 1 more each side. And then 4 times with both arms, going up and going down. So only go to the spot that without changing your position. One more. Round forward. We're gonna lift up, open the hips with the soles of the feet together just to extend that spine. Open the chest. Round forward just for one big breath. And roll up. Let's bring the legs together. You can either keep the knees bent or you can straighten them out, or they can stay just a little bit bent. I'm gonna keep mine a little bit bent. We're gonna roll down to the mat. Take your time. If the arms need to lower, let them lower. And lengthen out long. Big inhale. Exhale. Tuck the knees into the chest. Lift the head up into the curl. Extend the arms and legs, or you can keep them into tabletop. We move into our 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Notice if your body's rocking around, we want to keep our bodies super still and just pump from those shoulders. Let's do 2 more sets. If the back starts straining, you bend your knees or you bring your legs higher. And we'll tuck our knees in, lower the head down. All right, we're gonna hug the right knee in, left leg long, continuing with our abdominal work. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, lift the left leg up. The lower the leg is, the harder this is, so you may need to lift it up high. That is totally fine. And we switch, going into our single leg stretch. 2 and 2. 3 and 3. 4 and 4. Again, this can also be done with the head down. If the head is down, it just provides more support for your neck and of course your upper back, but your abdominal muscles still have to work a lot to support your lower back. 1 more, and the knees into the chest. So we lift up, or you keep your head down. We go into double leg stretch. Arms and legs stretch out, and come back in. If you notice you're dropping out of it, then you can always keep your arms forward and pull them in. Otherwise, you reach them away, circle and tuck. 3 more. I'll show you the last 2 with the head down. Or with the arms also. Let's do 1 more just so you can see it with the head down. Open and close. Let's stretch the right leg up, the left leg on the mat. Hold behind the thigh or behind the calf. Let's try not to have bent knees. I'm a super duper stickler about that. So we're gonna try to lengthen up. If your kneecap straighten, move it away from you. And then lift up into your curl. Other leg lifts, we do a gentle double pulse. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can flex your top foot. Once again, your head can totally stay down on this if needed, and you just continue to switch your legs. 1 more set, and we'll take it in. All right, we're gonna go into our lower lift. Legs up, hands behind the head, or your head stays down and your arms press into the mat, or you support your sacrum. So you would place like a diamond shape under your bum for support for your back. Otherwise, we lift into our curl, we lower and lift. I'm keeping my range of motion pretty conservative. Otherwise, I would overarch my back. And my abdominal muscles are getting a little bit tired, so I want to protect my back. I always say, find a range of motion that feels challenging, but still safe and supportive to your body, especially the back. Let's bring it in. All right, today we're gonna do crisscross with the feet down and the legs together. Hands behind the head, lift up. Sometimes as we do this with the feet down, I think it can be more challenging because you can tell more if your legs move.
So you want to keep the knees super still as you rotate. When we're moving them in our traditional single leg stretch like this, sometimes it's hard to tell if they're really staying centered. So we're going to keep them together and rest. I always enjoy a nice twist after the ab series, so we're going to take the arms out, bring the knees to one side and the head to the other side. Take a couple of breaths so that the muscles around your spine and your ribs can relax. I'm releasing the back a bit. And we'll take it to the other side. Just try to be as passive as you can be here. All right, we're gonna hug the knees into the chest and rock ourselves up. Moving into some back extension. So now we get to stretch the abdominal muscles out after all that ab work. All right, so on your tummies, hands under your shoulders, legs either together or mat width. I keep mine wider so I can keep more length in my lower back. Hands under the shoulders, lift yourself up and lower. What you want to watch out for here is pushing the shoulders up. So we want to only go to the point where we can keep the shoulders lengthened down and lower. And if you're really bendy in your lower back, you want to make sure you don't just go here where I'm really sinking too much in my lower back. I'm going to bend the elbows a little bit, lift my low abs, and lower so that I'm working my upper back extension and not just going more into where I'm already flexible, because that will not feel good on my low back later. And using your abdominals, pull them up so we're not just stagging them down, lifting the abs and lifting the hip bones and lower. 2 more, up and down. Last one. And lower. All right. Hop, coming up to your forearms. We're gonna go through our single leg kicks. So forearms are pressing actively down, lifting out of your shoulders. And again, making sure you're not just chilling your tummy down, creating like an overextension in your lower back. So we're not just like chilling here, okay? We're lifting the low belly up. The hip bones might lift up a little bit, and you want to feel a little glute engagement already from the beginning here. Otherwise, you won't really feel like you're doing anything. So we're gonna do 2 kicks with the right heel towards the bottom without losing our glute engagement. 1, 2, and lengthen. Other side, 1, 2, and lengthen. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Kick, kick. Now flex the ankle as you kick and point on the lower. Flex, flex, point lower. Flex, flex, point lower. Flex, flex, point lower. 1 more time on each side. Flex, flex, point lower. Let's lower down. Bring the forehead on your hands. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Lift the hands, head and chest up. Lift the legs up. And lower down an inch. Lift an inch. Lower down an inch. Lift an inch. Making sure you are focusing on elongating from both ends. Not just folding up in half, but going out on your way up. And out from both ends of the body and up. Lift up, hold. Make goalposts with your arms. Squeeze the elbows in. Reach them apart. Squeeze them in. Pull them apart. 2 more. Squeeze them in. Pull them apart. Last one. Pull them apart and soften into the mat. Let's lift up and press back into child's pose to open up the back again. Couple breaths here. And roll it up. All right, let's do a little side lying leg action for our booties, or side glutes. So we're gonna lay on your mat. Your head can either be down on the arm if your neck tends to feel strained,
or you can prop it up into your hands, or you can actually advance this and lift up onto your forearm. That will really give you the opportunity to practice that lift in the lower side of the body. So I'm gonna do that version, okay? Lifting out of the shoulder, pulling the tummy in, and the legs are just slightly hinged forward off the mat. Lift the top leg up just a few inches, flex the ankle. You're gonna go forward, 2 little kicks, point and reach the leg back. 2 little kicks forward, and 1 back. The key to this exercise is not allowing the trunk of the body to move. So as my leg goes forward, make sure you don't shift your trunk of your body back. And as the leg goes back, make sure you don't shift your body forward. So you're using your core muscles to be stable from your butt to your head. Kick, kick, and back. This hand can also be down. Kick, kick, and back. Let's do 1 more. And then align your top leg over the bottom leg. Make sure that hip bone is stacked, that it's not hanging back here. It's over the bottom hip. Flex and lift just a little bit, point and lower. We're gonna do 6, 2, and lower. 3, and lower. 4, 5, and 6. Now you reverse the foot. I point to go up, flex to go down. Point to go up, flex to go down. 3, 4, it's burning. 5, and 6, hold. Little circles. 8, 7, really controlled so you're not wobbling anything else. 4, 3, 2, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. We'll just stick with those 3 today. Let's lay down on our backs. Stretch that side by going into your figure 4. So cross the ankle over the thigh and bring it gently into your chest. It will feel pretty intense after working those muscles. Take a couple breaths. Woo, and release. Rock it up. I'm gonna flip over to the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna be up on my forearm. So stick with whatever you chose to do on the other side. Legs are hinged forward. Bottom waistline is lifted. Even if you're on the mat, you wanna think about lifting that bottom waistline. All right, we're gonna lift that top leg up. 2 kicks forward with a flexed foot. 1, 2, point, stretch it back. Flex, kick, kick, and reach it back. Remember, we're stabilizing the entire trunk of the body. That's really the biggest challenge of this, is to not just decide we get to like, oh, I get to do whatever I want with the ribs, right? Hold that still, and then you'll feel the glutes work a lot more and the abs work. Let's just do 1 more. And then we go to our up and down. Flex, lift, point, lower. Just 6 sets. 2, 3, keep reaching it past your bottom leg. 2 more, and last 1. Now we reverse the foot. Point up, flex down, and 2, and 3, or your hand can be here. 4, 2 more, 5, and 6. Flex, hold it. Make sure you're still lengthening. 8 little circles. 8, 7, without wobbling anything else around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and lower. Let's lay on our back, and we'll stretch those glutes out. Cross the ankle over the thigh, hug it in. Just take a couple of breaths here. All right, tuck your knees in. Let's sit up again. Okay, we're gonna go back to a plank position and move through a plank to side plank series. One of my favorite things to do. I love side planks. They're not easy. They're challenging for the shoulders, for your obliques, and even the legs are gonna be working a lot. So those little side kicks you just did will really help you find that strength in your legs to support your side plank. So coming into your plank position. All right, we're gonna take the hand to the middle of the mat and turn, either keeping your top foot in front of you or stacking it. We're gonna try to keep the hips stacked and this top arm up in a straight line from your bottom arm, not back here. And just like you worked on in your side leg series, we want the ribs to be pulled in instead of popped out. I'm a little wobbly. And holding
And we come back to plank with control. Reorganize. Set the other hand into the middle. Turn to the other side. Stack those legs. Reach the arm up. Push yourself away from the floor. Holding here. Making a straight line with the neck. Making sure, once again, that arm isn't back here. You should be able to see it out of your peripheral vision. And let's return. Nice and controlled. Let's take 3 tricep push-ups. Mine are going to be pretty small. Make them as small as you need to keep your form. Elbows straight back. And one more. Lift up into downward dog. Walk the feet in just a little bit. And we're gonna bend one knee and reach the opposite heel down. Now don't drop the other butt cheek. So lift both butt cheeks high up and then switch. So nothing is changing in your pelvis. Just like when we do running on the reformer, we keep the pelvis stable as we articulate through the ankles and the knees. Let's lift both heels up, lower them down, stretch those calves, and then tuck the head as you walk it back. I want you to feel like a little ant could crawl under your heels and you wouldn't kill it. So you're not stomping down and leaning back. And we're gonna roll up. If you want to even lift your heels, that's an even greater challenge. Let's do that. Let's roll up. All the way, take your time. If you fall, no big deal. And look straight ahead. And lower the heels. And flip your hair. And we're all done. Thank you so much for joining me.